Hello gamers. I'm going to be teaching you how to play Warzone to your best ability. I will teach you how to think differently about the game and give you some tips and tricks to help you along the way. First off, you will want to surround yourself with people you mesh well with. You want to find a team that will complement your playstyle. If you play aggressive, sometimes you need a support player to keep you in check, or maybe another aggressive player to back you up. This all depends on your playstyle. If you only have a few active friends, I'd recommend looking for players from Warzone Discords or LFG, also known as looking for game groups. Now that we have some teammates we trust, we can focus on playing. Positioning is a huge factor. Make sure you and your team land close together and try to get a loadout as fast as possible. Most people land at scavengers in order to get a quick loadout. In this clip you will see I mark on the minimap where the enemies appear on the radar. This will give my team the proper information we need in order to put ourselves in the best position to take them out. We rotated just outside of the area they were fighting at because we knew they would have to push past us in order to get to the safe zone.
One red. Team wave.
Moving after getting a knock or down is also good. As you can see in this clip, I flank around after knocking one enemy and get easy shots from the side. I also use the rocks as a head glitch in order to negate most of the shots coming my way.
He's smart, he's good, that guy.
The next strategy is more of a way to think. Knowing when to stick around and fight, and knowing when you've been staying in the same place for too long is key. I generally tend to keep moving in between gunfights to keep my enemies guessing where my next step will be. In this clip I stand my ground and take shots at the sniper, but I slide to the left behind cover because I do not want to be out in the open. I also use the barricade as a head glitch and wait patiently for the next enemy to appear. Controller sensitivity is personal preference. A sensitivity between 4 and 7 is optimal. Anything below 4 causes you to react too slowly, and anything higher will affect your aim at long range. The lower the sensitivity, the more detrimental crosshair placement is. Crosshair placement is keeping your aim in the center of your screen or the center of the area where you are most likely to engage an enemy. Basically, you don't want to look too low or too high in order to have the best reaction time. Most effective tactics available, also known as meta, is learning what the best weapons and strategies are to use. With the game being updated so frequently, the meta is constantly changing. The most used guns are currently the M4A1, M13, Kilo, MP7 and MP5. I'd recommend starting with one of those guns. People use them for a reason, because they have high time to kills and low recoil. You can still experiment with different guns, but generally knowing the meta and using it to your advantage works. This next topic is controversial. Some see it as pay to win. We will talk about peripherals and how making small changes will affect your gameplay positively. Having a good headset will help you listen for footsteps of nearby enemies. Getting a gaming monitor as opposed to a TV will give you a faster response time, in turn allowing you to ring out shots faster. Getting an Elite or Scuff controller with paddles will allow you to jump and drop shot without having to take your fingers off of your trigger. A cheaper alternative is a strike pack. A strike pack essentially replaces the battery pack of your controller, and it has 2 paddles on the back, generally used for jumping and going prone. If you don't wish to buy either of those options, I'd recommend using tactical controller scheme to use your analog stick to go prone for drop shotting and bumper jump before jumping. You truly will win more gunfights by simply adding a small jump or drop shot. Warzone has a new contract called Supply Run. With this new contract you can buy one item at a discounted price, get self-revive or revive a teammate for free. The catch is the buy cart will usually spawn 500 meters away. In order to get this virally risk-free, wait for a teammate to be brought back or come back from Gillig. Have them pull their parachute. In the meantime, grab the Supply Run contract and have them dive down to it.